Mike Tomlin has to go. It's time for Mike Tomlin. I'm sorry. And I know you feel the same way. But for all the Steelers fans that are still holding on to the, oh, but he wins argument, Mike Tomlin's time is up. He hasn't won a playoff game since 2016, which brings us to 8 total seasons now since a playoff win. Couldn't get it done with Bell, AB, Big Ben, a great defense. His units don't produce in the playoffs. He's allowed 38.8 points per game in the last 5 playoff games. That's his role. He's a defensive head coach. But don't worry, he gets winning seasons. Right, Shawn? That's okay because he's a winning coach.
Yeah. Yeah, see, what is winning? Because as a Patriots fan, winning is playing in February. Winning is winning Super Bowls, right? You're a Bills fan. In the 90s, you guys lost 4 of those in a row, right? So, like, you guys aren't walking around, hey, we won and made it all the way. No. It's winning. Just at the end of the day, it's winning. Mike Tomlin has not won a Super Bowl with a team that he has had to create his own. Okay, absolutely. They won, I think it was in 2009. That wasn't even his team. That was Bill Cowher's team. He inherited the team, and hey, at the end of the day, he was head coach that year. He did his job. All power to him. Since then, he has had multiple Hall of Famers with him. Antonio Brown, Troy Polamalu, James Harrison, Ben Roethlisberger, and there has not been the success to match it. And I keep hearing his name amongst the great head coaches in the NFL, and I just do not see it. Time and time again, like you said, he's a defensive head coach that every time it's the playoffs, his defense falls apart. What are you then? Because his offenses are mediocre. His defenses every year is the same result. I think he should have been gone 3 years ago. I have been on this train of getting Mike Tomlin out of Pittsburgh. You have to do something different. You have to do something different. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing again and again and again and expecting a different outcome. Bill Belichick brought 6 Super Bowls to the Patriots since 2000 to 2019. He had 2 bad seasons and they got rid of him. Why is 1 game over 500 enough to keep bringing this guy back? I don't know what he has on the owner of Pittsburgh, but they got to let this guy go because he is not helping Pittsburgh. He's not. He is a cancer that is slowly killing the Steelers. They need to let him go.
I couldn't agree more. And I have a list here, Shawn, and I'm legitimately looking at it and thinking Mike Tomlin might not even be, for me, a top 10 head coach in the league right now. Like, he will cruise his way to the Hall of Fame because his record is impressive, right? Like, it's still very difficult to win every single season of your career as a head coach. It's never been done. It's very difficult to do. I'm not taking that away from him. But right now, and you can comment with me here, Shawn, but Andy Reid, Kyle Shanahan, Dan Campbell, Matt LaFleur, Kevin O'Connell, Sean McDermott, Jim Harbaugh, Sean Payton, Sean McVay, DeMeco Ryans. That's 10 head coaches. And a lot of those guys, matter of fact, all of those guys have had the same success or even more than Mike Tomlin over these last past 5 to 10 years. He just hasn't done it. And what is our best saying, Shawn? It's like 2017, you got the prime team. Everyone's in their prime. It's ready to go. And who do they lose to?
Blake Bortles. And not only did they
Jaguars.
Not only did they lose to Blake Bortles, it wasn't a close game of 21-17. 45 points. This defensive guru let Blake Bortles and Allen Robinson put up 45 points on that defense. Mike Tomlin is a repeat offender. He is a repeat failure. And I just need more fans to start adding context to these wins. If you want your team to have success, wins in September and October do not matter. Sure, they put you in a good position to be in a good spot in January, but you need to win when it matters, and every time it matters, Mike Tomlin folds.
It doesn't happen. I agree. It doesn't. It just straight up doesn't happen. And I don't know why this is even a debate anymore.